This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. Actually, it's the one edition today. It's a holiday, Labor Day. This is for Monday, the 1st of September, the beginning of meteorological fall, but still going to feel like August this week. Let's go in there and take a look at some of the Skycam shots around the network. We'll start with our Gadsden Skycam. Pretty typical late summer sky, partly sunny, a few cumulus clouds around. Some of those have formed into storms. That's the Decatur Skycam overlooking the Tennessee River to the north and to the south. Little rain shower passing by our Skycam at Gulf Shores, coming from the Phoenix All Suites. Weather not too bad down there this week, about 6 to 8 hours of sun each day with a few of those scattered showers and storms around. The core of the jet stream well to the north, and down here we have kind of a hot, muggy air mass. And in that hot, muggy air mass, a few scattered storms. And you can see that's the radar at 236, really most of the storms along and south of Interstate 20, east of I-65. Got some good ones around Anniston and Oxford at that point, but those fade away once the sun goes down. And we'll see those around every day this week. And they'll be scattered like today, hit and miss. Temperatures are mostly in the low 90s, although we got some exceptions. Birmingham only at 89, but Tuscaloosa's in the mid-90s. They've got 95. And we'll see low to mid-90s next couple of days. Temperatures a little above average, but this is early September. We all know it can be very hot still this time of the year, despite the fact that we are now in meteorological fall. There's our watch warning map. Not too much happening around the nation. Some flash flood watches up for parts of Missouri and Illinois. And it looks like a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for parts of northern Michigan. Slight risks of severe weather well to the north of here. And here's the overall rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday morning. And we all know these numbers will vary greatly from neighborhood to neighborhood, but this is suggesting average rain amounts perhaps in the 1/2 inch range. Tropics, man, that's kind of a big global view, and it's amazing. Not a single tropical cyclone globally on the 1st of September. I'll have to dig through the record books. I'm not so sure that's happened. No, it hadn't happened since 1950 and maybe a lot farther back than that. This is typically when things are peaking out there. There's the Atlantic Basin, quiet as a mouse across the deep tropics. The one little system is in the Bay of Campeche, came off the Yucatan Peninsula this afternoon. That could become a tropical storm, but it doesn't have a lot of time. As that thing is headed for Mexico, it'll come in about 36 hours south of Brownsville, Texas, and obviously no impact here. Okay, model fans, let's take a look. The GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time. Strong westerlies up on the Canadian border. We have a 591 flat ridge down here across the deep south. And tomorrow, a lot like today, partly sunny. A few spots could see an afternoon shower or storm. The GFS looks a little more robust with the moisture. Look at the NAM, though. It's dry as a bone. This is the high-resolution NAM. So I would suggest most places will not get wet tomorrow, but a few places could. The NAM is showing a high of 92 for Birmingham. Wednesday, same thing. Really all week it's going to look like that. Partly sunny with a chance of an afternoon storm in spots. This is Thursday. Nice little surface low on the Canadian border. And then Friday, again, the chance of scattered storms. And as we look at the high school football games for this week, there could be a storm Friday evening in a few stadiums, yes. And, of course, trying to identify exactly when and where those showers will pop up. You can't do that days in advance, and you can't even do that Friday morning. Just be aware the possibility is there. And the high Friday should be in the low 90s, 90 to 92, something like that. All right, weekend fans, this is Saturday as we kick things off. Got some strong troughing digging down into the Great Lakes, and the ridge is still there across the deep south, but the heights have come down. And again, that will be a day with a mixture of clouds and sunshine and the risk of a passing storm in a few spots. And we have a cold front north of the state. We'll keep an eye on that. And this is Sunday. That front tries to work into Alabama. It looks relatively inactive here, but I certainly think there'll be at least a chance of scattered storms on Sunday. And I'm not so sure the dry air makes it this time. As we go to Monday of next week, you can see the moisture is still there, so the front probably fizzles out maybe near the Tennessee Valley and just loses its identity, and we stay in the same pattern. So quite frankly, we just don't see a lot of day-to-day change for the next 7 days. Highs mostly low 90s every day, the risk of the hit-and-miss scattered afternoon storms. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is the 17th of September. If you're looking for a nice shot of really cool air, that's not what you want to see. Kind of an upper high over the upper Midwest. That shows a dry air mass in here. I do think heat levels come down. In fact, here's the ensembles, and we're kind of peaking this week with the low and mid-90s, and then next week looks like highs mostly in the 80s, mid-80s by the middle of the month, which will feel much, much better if indeed that works out. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video by tomorrow morning at 7. If you can, catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.